when you look at the order flow in the background, you can see that we had this Voltic phase. Now, there's very few Voltics elsewhere that really are obviously on this, for me to be selling against or leaning against, but there was a Voltic phase here that set off this short sell here. And there was a couple of POCs at exactly the same price there. You see that? So this becomes an area that I am now very focused on, is this price area here, 77s to 80s. So when it went bid against the 75s and the candles were starting to show some signs of shortening, I thought it's probably good enough to get a short sell into. And why was I interested in the short sell? Because the value was, of course, very bearish. So with the value as bearish as this, I don't think I'm going to hang around too long waiting to get proof that there is a sell coming. Would you agree with that? Would it have been ideal to get the top edge? Well, you know, of course it's going to be ideal if I could sell at 90s. But what's the chances of that actually taking place with the value coming out? It's getting slimmer and slimmer and slimmer. So I've got to get more active to get the short sell on the books. It's pretty much as simple as that, isn't it? There is no hard and fast rule about whether it is or whether it isn't. It's just that idea you get when you're trading. You know that you need to maybe start getting busy with it. Now, as I said, for you guys, the best trade would have been to have waited for these POCs and then perhaps started to work a short sell at 74. That way you've seen somebody selling it before you sell it. If you did that, you're in at 74s, I'm in at 77s. There's not a lot of difference between those two prices, right? So it's currently trading at 55s, 54s. It's an easy winner. And, you know, I've obviously got a target price here of 45s to try and get to. I mean, it might jam up at 50, but I've got a target price of 45 prior swing low. And if I can get offered at 45, it might open the door. Now, we're seeing the dollar reversing back out again. So I'm going to be more inclined just to bank a little bit of money into 50 here, guys. Just taking that profit into 50. Not all of it. Not all of it. A bit of profit, guys. That's all. Just a bit of profit. Now, why did I just make that decision to take a bit of profit? Because you can see that the dollar's just gone offered here. So with the dollar going offered here, I would be inclined to make sure I don't lose sight of the fact that that's happening. I don't think it's right, but who am I to say what's right and what's wrong? At the end of the day, it's happened. So I've got to make sure I don't miss out on my chance to book around about 25 ticks on that short sell. If we're right and the oil stays offered, what's going to happen is this bid that's coming in against the dollar will reverse out and start dropping. And if we can get a little manipulation back towards 75s, we may get another chance to sell it again. And this time, perhaps, we're going to get a big splash on the sell side this time.